Hello. Lauryn's practicing her stick moves.
I wish I saw some online and thought that would be neat.
No, I do love our dowels. Maybe we should come up with a nice dowel exercise video. Follow along.
Back to a normal intro.
Donatello.
Welcome to Bars and Bells. My name's Lauryn.
Not Donatello.
This is Ian.
Hi.
Tonight is our strength and swing class. We'll start breathing. We'll get warmed up. We'll do get-ups. We'll do heavy cleans today. I was thinking that would be some fun. Get our high rep presses in. It's going to be a great time. Let's breathe. You don't need a baton. All you need is space and a bell.
I'm an alligator here. You said alligator breath. We didn't specify who.
Oh, alligator.
Excellent. Alligator breath is on your front side. You can make your hands in a diamond shape underneath your forehead. You can keep them in a W shape at your sides, a side like a T with a little pillow for your head. What we're aiming to do in addition to our breath is slow down and check in with your head and neck. From here, we would like to maintain that nice neutral neck. My top knot and Lauryn's crown of the head is going to be pushing away from the body. Next, what about those shoulders up top? Maybe shrug them up like I am right now, and then pull them low. And then meet in the middle. Keep some tension, but meet in the middle. Then let's go back down to this low back area here. And I'm going to play peekaboo. I'm going to try to pull my hand underneath of the belly. Nope. It makes it. Don't worry. It does make it. And then relax. Do that once or twice more. Pull the front of the hips towards the belly button. And relax. And then maybe just check in with the feet. Can you tuck your toes? Can you pull your legs into center? And then flatten your feet. And do whatever feels best there. Let's come back to the breath. With lightly closed lips, breathe in and out of the nose. Keep doing that for a couple of repetitions. Does that space that I was trying to get to under Lauryn's belly button fill with air on an inhale, pressing into the floor, and then pull away on your exhale? That's okay if it doesn't. But can you try to find that way to control your breath from deep down below? Breathe in, feel that feedback right now from the floor saying, yep, we took a breath into the belly. And exhale. For 5 more repetitions, keep breathing in and then out. And for 4 more repetitions, breathe in and out. And now we're going to get to some holds. So breathe in, nice slow deep breath. And let it go. 2 more like that. Let's take a breath in. Pressing the belly into the floor and holding. Maybe 5 seconds more. Exhale. And this time we're going to hold that exhale to that empty position, which is not easy either. And then together, maybe take 1 more breath. And 1 more exhalation. Take your time, coming up.
Exhalation.
Open the eyes. Exhalation, isn't that the right word?
Yeah, I know. But what's that Christmas song? Exaltation.
Oh, Excelsius. Excelsius.
Oh, wrong exclamation.
So we're going to focus on our breath today and our kettlebell skills. Those are the things that I'm more confident sharing with you, at least on short notice.
That was nice.
Do you have a kettlebell? This is my 24 kg load. And I only say the load to let you know it's a little bit heavy and sturdy. We wouldn't necessarily want to do this on a really small 4 kg bell or something small. It's just a little bit more tippy. So get something heavy. We're not going to lift it yet, but we're going to talk to the wrist and how we're going to catch it in our clean and then ultimately our presses. The hinge. Lauryn's going to show us that hinge from the side and I'll demonstrate from the front. We would set up. Right now, the bell is in line with my feet, and I'm going to grip onto my bell. Can I press some weight safely into that wrist? Does that feel like that's a strong stacked position? Or does it feel like it's in that extension shape and it's a little bit crampy right here? Aim to keep the wrist slightly bent for like 5 more seconds while we're down here. Add load by pressing in. Let go, come up, body weight. Reintegrate that chop. Hinge on the hips, keeping the shoulders nice and square. Grip the bell, and then press some load into it. Maintain the shoulders square, pushing down, slightly flexing the wrist, but maintaining that nice strong wrist where we can load in the clean and press from. Gently let go, body weight up. Shake it out. Coming up close, now you can stay tall, get those hands together, and nice and slow for 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you know what hand was leading that? That was my right hand. Do maybe one more time, and can you feel one hand being passive and one hand being active? And then for one more switch the grips. And let one hand be passive, in this case it's my right, driving with my left. And then we'll switch our direction to get both sides. Shake it out. Let's go back to the bell. Watch Lauryn for a progression. She might even progress herself right off the screen. Set up in that hinge. Can you safely load on top? From this almost quadruped position or modified hinge, that's nice. We can get used to that. If we stepped back, can you maintain the shoulder over top of the bell? And then could you step back further? And maybe not too far, because that gets really tough. Let go.
Don't let
Not
go
if
here.
you're where Lauryn is. Not if you're where Lauryn is. Gently let go. Set up the hinge on the other side. You could stand up, of course, to reset. But again, we're stacking the shoulder over top of the wrist. Push some weight into that to feel like that's a safe place to load. And we can challenge that by walking backwards. But the shoulder, as Lauryn's demonstrating here, stays right over top of the bell. And then back and out. Come up, shake it out, and let's talk about our shoulders just a little bit more. For that, I'll get back down low, and Lauryn's going to do the same and turn around. You can get into a position such as Lauryn and I are in here, or just do it from standing. That would be fine as well.
My wingspan's big. Do you have enough room?
Huge. I know. NBA player over here. All right. Just a little bit more to your left there a little bit. We're going to start progressing towards Lauryn's T. We'll start with our arms in a W shape from here. With the elbows low, hands in a W, shrug the shoulders once, pull them back down, and then go towards the back of the head. From here, pull your armpits low, extend or straighten out the elbows. Holy cow, that's getting hard. Then from here, bending on the elbows, barely touch the back of the head. For one more repetition, gently elevate or shrug the shoulders, then pull them down. And from there, nice and slow, that noise is awful. Thank you, Lauryn, I'm so sorry. Extensions through those elbows, and then
Now they turn it off.
back to the head, and back to the W. That's one of my favorite progressions to get some shoulder mobility, but I also like that with our kettlebell.
Oh, sorry.
So, without further delay,
Further ado.
let's get into our squat stance and our kettlebell. This time the kettlebell is slightly out front. From here, I'll sit low, turn the kettlebell upside down, into what we call that goblet, and hop, come on up to tall. Now, if this feels really heavy, maybe grab a basketball instead.
Or a lighter belt.
Or a lighter belt. But now, for 2 repetitions each way, we're going to go towards the back of the head, keeping the ribs down, and pull it to the other side in our halo. Same direction, bum squeeze, ribs stay tight, we're tall in a pencil shape, and in, and other side. And I did have to move my head a little bit as it's hitting my hair in the back. So wear those high ponies, top knots. It does help without getting in the way.
Or cut your hair off.
Then we're going to open up.
Oh, I didn't go both ways.
Oh, that was both ways. Okay, well holding this
Okay, now
here
I'm done.
is also fun. So now here we're going to squat. Then extend the elbows, and then body weight up. I'm going to shake that out again. So we have body weight versions for shoulders. We have kettlebell versions for shoulders. Let's do one more core prep thing. But for that, I think we should get to the floor.
Great.
Get up styles. Get up. What's our get up? Follow along Lauryn for her get up.
Clearing a little bit of space. Standing tall. Let's rack that imaginary bell. And then just put it across our chest for this one. Leg you can touch, steps back to your lunge. Let's go slow, controlled down for 5 seconds. Hips tucked under, square forward. 3, 2, gentle landing. Front foot opens. Rotate, chop that hinge. Chop that hip to hinge. Place hand on the floor. Shift your weight over to stack your shoulders. Lift that back knee. Sweep it through. Sit to your butt. Keeping your shoulder packed, push to your elbow. And then think about driving away from your elbow to the floor on your back. Now I'm here.
We're here. We're going to flip over. And Lauryn was the alligator before, so I'll be the planker if you want.
Okay. Though I do like to prepare.
Lauryn's going to cue our plank, and then we'll let her do the same.
Planking from the elbows, top of your kettlebell swing, high tension. From here, you're in Ian's position, so arms at your side, fists on your forearms. Retract your blades. Gently tuck your chin to make it in line with your head. With your blades. Tucking hips under like we did during that alligator breath, connecting ribs and hips, bracing abs, either from the knees or from the toes, pushing yourself up into that plank position. Hippity hop. Nice. Hips are probably higher than you think they should be. You're connecting those ribs, hips. I could come through and kick you in the stomach and it would all be okay. Your butts are squeezed. If I came through and tried to push you, you wouldn't move for 5, 4, top of your swing, 2, 1, knees come down, and then soft absorb to the floor.
This little Sphinx pose might be a nice place to hang out. A little bit of extension. Remember to keep that neck mostly neutral. Hang out, take a breath, and then follow along for 2 more repetitions of 10-second intervals. So Lauryn, too, can prepare with the strength.
Can prepare with you.
Plank. So setting up on the ground, pulling those shoulders low as Lauryn said. Let's tuck under the hips, press away from the floor, bum up way higher than you ever thought in phys ed, and go! What are the goes? The goes are the elbows pulling to the hips, the bum squeeze, the ab brace.
The fists of fury.
Knees down, relax on the floor, and then just little baby extension. I'm doing most of my extension right now at my head and neck, looking at you. Lauryn was doing most of the extension in a great way with her spine, because she was looking right here. Nice. Try to be like Lauryn in your Sphinx.
I want them to look at you.
I know, but I want to look at them too. But one more time.
Okay, plank.
10-second plank. Elbows, hips tuck, press up.
Ooh, weird.
Go! Oh, shoot.
It's okay.
I'm wearing a mic. I probably clipped it. But go, 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 go. What's go mean? Brace, brace, squeeze, bump.
Don't let me move you.
And then gently down. And rest.
Rest.
And again, Lauryn, hang on that Sphinx.
Oh, I was getting up.
Looking at your hands in that Sphinx. Not like me looking forward. Make that mobility happen through the spine. Let's get up. Ooh. Let's do the get up, Lauryn.
Let's do the get
Keep
up.
it well. Let's do it.
Let's do the other side. So pushing that imaginary bell overhead. Let's take our bell up overhead for this one, imaginary. From here, pushing that foot into the floor to extend your hip, pull on your elbow to that tall sit. Find your hand, tacking that shoulder, bracing abs, lifting hips, sweeping under. From here, hand leaves the floor. And then front foot to a lunge. Both legs stand up. Pull your bell down with control. Whew.
I want to get used to my bell one more time. Squat, open my hips one more time. So we're going to bring our kettlebell back to do a halo. Let's get into it through that squat. We're going to do something else first. Gentle with it. Gently sit in your squat.
No good.
Squat means bum towards lower than knees. From here, take a hand to the inside of a leg and pull the leg into the arm, but don't let it move. Ooh, for 3, can you feel those obliques go? And then relax. And maybe open up further. But then the same thing on the other side. Pull across the body, resist with the core for 2 more seconds, relax, open, maybe sink lower. Let's grab that kettlebell. And then heel toes together. 2 each way, slower is harder. At the back, as Lauren's demonstrating right here, trying to get the bottom of the bell facing the ground. And after 2, same thing other way. Maintain the breath. The breath today.
I know. I'm feeling my breath hard as well.
And back to the rack. And then open. Squat like Lauryn did there. Extend those elbows. Body weight back up. You're standing.
Whew. Let's have a drink of water.
That sounds good.
We all need to hydrate more.
Drink that water.
Maybe you do. Maybe you're very good at hydrating. All right, it's get up time. And with this get up today, we're going to add a press at the top. So we're going to start at the bottom, full get up to the top. If you'd like, at the top, pull bell down, repress, all the way back down. I'm going to start that drill slightly different because I just thought of a better way. But that's the gist of it. If you don't feel comfortable using your kettlebell, go ahead and do this body weight. Groove it. Groove it with something light, a ball, a book.
In the studio, as Lauryn just said, something light. We do have a vintage dumbbell. We have smaller hand weights. Use something that can grip it. Use your grip strength to turn on the stabilizers in the shoulder.
It'll also give you a little bit of awareness of where your arm is in space overhead. So I actually modified this drill. We're going to start standing, go all the way down, come all the way back up. That means we have to step over top of our bell. Using our hinge. Grip, we're doing a cheek clean to pull to rack. A nice press overhead. The leg you can touch. Drop back lunge. Controlled landing. Front foot opens. Rotate. Hinge. Shift that weight over. Sweep. Elbow. And then control down. Keep that bell up in that firing range position. Drive into the floor. Hip extend, pull to elbow. Tall sit. Brace, lift, sweep. Hand leaves floor. Front foot moves. You're in your lunge position now, so you're looking forward. Both legs up. Control, pull down. 3, 2, 1. 2 hands. Cheek clean down.
Let's go.
We pressed it at the top. We pressed it to go down.
Oh, I love so many different parts of that drill. I can't remember which one.
Remember we cheek cleaned it and then we pressed it and then we down?
I had to get it up first. Nice.
Silly goose.
Okay.
Get back there. We got to go again. Oh, sorry.
That was the other side. I was trying to jump my bit.
Ian. Hinge. Cheek clean. Second side.
Okay, there's the press.
Step back lunge. Leg you can touch. Controlled descent. That was a little fast, Lauren. Front foot opens. Rotate and hinge on that hip, hand finds floor. Make sure you shift those shoulders forward to stack before you sweep to your elbow. Keep your shoulder packed, drive away from it as you come down. Back up, hip extension, pull. Hand, looking at your bell. Lift and a sweep. Hand leaves floor. Start looking forward as your front foot moves. Up together. Controlled pull down. 2 hands. You were all excited, but you're pressing. You didn't even do it.
Lauryn might have eyes in the back of her head. She doesn't.
They're just
have
in the
eyes
front,
on
but
you
they
at home.
reflect.
She doesn't have eyes on you at home, but when she corrects me like that, maybe we can all use correctment. And I'm not saying that as well. Okay. Hinging. We did that hinge to load up the wrist, as you checked in with that wrist placement earlier today. We used that hinge to clean that kettlebell. And later today, we're going to be using the hinge to one-arm swing and ultimately rack a kettlebell through the clean. First, let's set up a nice shadow swing with your one-arm swing, shadow swing. Here we go. What would the top be in your one-arm swing? Lauryn? What did you do? Did you also flex that other arm? This has a kettlebell. Or are you out here and this is just open and you're holding onto that kettlebell still? Both are right. This is my preference. But for now, we'll all stay in tight, okay? Staying tight. This is the planks position, isn't it? Pretty much. Now this hand out front comes down until it can't go any further. Then we'll hinge. And from here, stand up with the hand tight.
Oh,
And then out front.
my arm moved.
Lauren's arm was better. Honestly, let's do it like Lauryn. From here, as the other hand goes back, we'll extend the elbow.
It just shadows.
It shadows that movement as we hinge. And then extend those hips. And as the one arm goes straight, the other would bend through, which is hard without a load, actually. Now shake it out. Same thing on the other side. Start in that tight, tall position as for our swing. I'm going to keep my arm bent again to really highlight that timing of the chicken game. Then we'll set up that hip hinge, extend through, keeping that shoulder packed. Now, extending the elbow as the arm goes back, setting up the hinge, extending through, straight arm, bent arm. Come back to that drill in a second.
Punch in the stomach.
We have more get-ups.
Punch in the butt.
Hopefully more presses coming.
More presses in the future, but right now,
Okay.
same get up drill, same press get up.
Cool.
Hinge. Rack your bell. Press it once. Oh, maybe you want to press it twice. Now get up, back down. Leg you can touch. Control down. Front foot. Rotate hinge. Transfer that load. Shoulder stacked, wrist stacked. Sweep. Elbow. Push away from that elbow to find your floor. Use your hip extension. Drive elbow tall. Tall sit, pack shoulder. Lift a sweep. Hand leaves. Front foot moves, looking forward. Hippity hop. Now, 3-second descent. 3, 2, 1. Two hands. Whew. Take a second. While you're taking your second, when you pull that bell down out of an overhead, I wish I had a lighter bell. When you pull that bell down out of an overhead position, make sure on your pull down that your forearm's staying vertical and perpendicular to the floor, and your bell doesn't touch your bicep really at all. Maybe a bit in the rack, but not much.
It helps you stay under that bell.
And trust me, I don't fit in shirts, so there's lots of bicep.
The same way this helped us stay over the bell, it's helpful to be underneath of that bell and not kind of to the side.
All right, second side, same thing. No surprise second press now. Hinge, cheat clean rack, 1 or 2 presses. Use that tension when you press. Step back lunge. Front foot. Rotate hinge. Transfer that load as you sweep to your elbow, driving away from your elbow to your back. Use your hip extension to drive back to elbow. Tall sit. Lift. Sweep. Hand. Lunge. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, rack, park. I chose 5 seconds, so at least you did 3.
That was harder.
Yeah, good.
That was harder.
You wanted to press.
We'll do the same thing here regarding a bodyweight swing. Start in the top. Then we'll pattern that swing as before to the top. Maybe do that for 5 times in a row. 3, 2, go. Down, hinge, pop. Arm down, hinge, pop. Arm down, hinge, pop. 2 more. Arm down, hinge, pop. Arm down, hinge, pop. Relax. I'm using the film for feedback, and I do feel myself on this slight rotation. And when I look at myself, I kind of forget which way to go. But we're really aiming to keep those shoulders center.
Good thing you're not a dentist.
Hard for us all. So out front, here we go. Arm down, set up your hinge. Arms down, set up your hinge. Arms down, set up your hinge. Arms down, set up your hinge.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Was that too hard? Oh, I thought I made it.
Expecting it.
Oh, I thought I made you actually
So
sick.
maybe if you can come through that camera there. That is unexpected, but I'm glad that I was using my brace because that would have really hurt.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I went through that hard.
It's good. It's good.
All right, we're going to continue on.
We're going to break away from that drill. I feel safer back here.
We are actually going to do our stop swings here. Single arm stops mixed with some high presses, high rep presses. So get a bell beside you maybe for your presses that you can do. We're talking like 4 to 8. I'll make that window nice and big on each side in between our stop swings. With your appropriate stop swing size bell or single arm swing size bell, step back, use your hinge, grip your bell, tip it on its incline and pack your shoulder, meaning almost drag the bell a bit towards you. In this drill, we're going one swing. If you don't know what you're doing, watch. One swing and then park. Through, swing, through, park. 4 more. Pull. Park. Pull. Plank. 2 more. That off arm is swinging with you every time, just like we shadowed. Last one. Up with it. Shake it out. Before we do the other side, I want you to think about that off arm a little bit next on this side. As you reach back with that off arm, we're only reaching about in line with our body. The more we reach, the more likely we are to twist open. Stay square to the floor. Keep in line. Second side, up to 5. Hinge. Grip. Pack. Pull. Plank. Park. Two more. Park. Up. Trying to keep that mouth closed in and out through the nose as you recover. Any refining tips before we press, Ian?
I'm just having a hard time here breathing in and out of my nose the way I know Lauren's trying to get us to do.
Maybe there was a punch in the stomach.
So just keeping that breath low. Refining tips is just keep in control of your lifts. Stay fresh. Fatigue, of course. Stay fresh. Don't spend them all because I know Lauren has more.
We're going to press. Right or left arm first, then other arm after. About a 30-second, 45-second break in between sides. But I want you to know we're going to do this twice. My bell for me, I'm going to hit 5, maybe 6. I'll be happy. Maybe more, but we'll see. Ready? Hinge. Pick your number. Rack it. Press it that many times. Shake it out. What number did you pick? 700?
8. Earlier today, she said 4 to 8. I normally don't err on the side of doing more work.
I know, that's why I stopped at 6.
But today, wanted it.
Not that it's a competition.
No.
Taking your time, shaking it out. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. When you press, thinking those butts and those abs are going to help shoot your bell up. So send that energy up like you do with your planking we did earlier today. Over top of your bell. Hopefully same number, other side. Hinge. Rack, press. What side did you do first? Strong or stronger?
Whew. I did my stronger side dominant.
Me too. Next time I'll switch it.
Not as easy.
All right. We're getting back to our stop swings again. Single arm, same drill. Get your bell organized. Up to 5 stop swings. Hinge, grip. Okay, go ahead. Woo. Up to 5, parking that bell every time, keeping your shoulder packed, and your strong exhale matches your hips, driving through. Shake it out in between set or side. You just went ahead.
I know, I just was excited.
I'm going to block you. All right. Same thing other side. Hinge. Grip. 5. As much as you're thinking about everything else, think about your toes. Are they rooted in the floor? Last one, I think. And is your put down or your finish just as good as your start? Yes is the right answer. So, as we recover here, one more set of presses.
And again, where is your wrist in relation to that wrist warm-up this morning? Earlier in this episode? Is it stacked? Is it wrist extension? Secure that grip. Maybe we'll have to share the bottoms up next time.
Oh, that's fun. All right. Dare you to do your non-dominant arm first.
Okay.
All right. Same as last time. Press this side, little break. Press that side, little break. Hinge. Rack. Pick your number. Do it. Yes, still stronger than a 15-year-old boy. Nice. Did you do 10?
No.
Oh, I did.
I went for my 8.
Good.
I went for the consistent approach.
Me too.
Brought the intensity, which is why it's so great. Consistency, intensity, a little bit of both.
Second side.
Okay.
Same number. Let's go. Oh. Woo. Oh, sorry, I thought it was probably loud. Woo.
How you doing?
Yeah, those are some good presses.
I'm hot. I'm gonna rest on the floor.
We're not done yet. Oh, okay.
I hope so.
Oh.
What is it?
Should I come down?
No.
Okay, stay standing. We're doing some cleans next, some heavy cleans. I'm going to switch my bell to slightly heavier. So I'm going to work with a heavy bell because we're going to be doing a lot less reps. 1, 2, maybe 3, 2, 1, something of the sorts. If you don't have a heavy bell option, maybe your reps are a little bit higher than mine, but that's not necessary either. You can also make a light bell feel heavy by bracing and trying really hard. So get your bell out in front of you. Just 1 second. Let me show you what a stop clean is so you're not learning this on the fly. I'm going to hinge set up just the same as my stop swing. Grip bell, pack shoulder, pull to zipper, zip up jacket, zip, rack hold, 3, 2, undo my zipper, park. Let go, stand up. On that side profile, some things you should have noticed. The zipper is my winter coat, zip, keeping it tight to my body. Fall coat. Keeping it tight to my body. Other cues might include staying in a telephone booth. Get your bell. Keep that grip light, punch through. Punch. A clean is a swing that ends in the rack position. Ready. First arm, 1 on one side. Hinge. Grip. Pull clean. Hold. 3, 2, through park. Stand up without. Same thing other side, and then we'll talk about some things. Hinge. Grip. Pull clean. Hold. 3, 2, through park. Up without. Shake it out. We're going to do that again and again and again. This time, thinking about both hips driving through. Think of that belt buckle. Boom. forward or even ribs to belt buckle, but both hips come through, none of this twisty biz. I'm going to try to do 2s, but still stop clean. 2 in a row. If 1 was good, do 1 again. Hinge, grip, pack, clean. 3, 2, through park. Repeat. Pull. 3, 2, park. Shake it. Callus check. Same thing, second side.
Back tug 2.
Hinge, grip, pull rack. 3, 2, park. Reset, pull. 3, 2, through park. Up, without. Shake it out. You can be loose, but you can also hold a lot of weight.
Does it feel like you are taking that impact like a brick wall? Beware of that Lauryn punch. Hold yourself tight. There's always going to be tension in the clean. If you're not laying on the floor, a lot of tension already. But there's an insane amount of clean and tension in that racks position.
Should we do 3 in a row?
Is that enough rest, Joe? Is that enough rest? I could keep talking.
I know you
But I
good.
do see 3.
Okay, let's hit 3 here.
Let's check out how 3.
Again, if 3 is too many, 2, 1.
Challenging your non-dominant arm.
Ooh, challenge accepted. Hinge, grip, pack, pull. Through park. Repeat. Through park. Last one. Park. Great. So if you're not on my same pace, that's no problem. Just make sure when you land in your rack position, you hold for at least a 1, 2, and then you park your bell.
Those holds got a little quicker there, Lauryn.
Well, I was trying to catch up to you. I was trying to be on the same page.
Okay.
Second side, hopefully 3 again. Hinge, grip, pull. 3, 2, park. Pull. 3, 2, park. One more. Pull. 3, 2, park. Boom. That's right. I still gotcha. Sometimes you just gotta tell it who's boss.
Oh, holy. That's it. That's it, isn't it?
2, 1. We're at the top of our pyramid,
I don't know
Ian.
why I'm trying to get out of this so quick today. Here we go. I guess I'm human too.
We had 1s, 2s, 3s, 2s, 1s to finish up. 2 stop cleans, 1 side. Here we go. Hinge, grip, pull. Through park. Again. Pull. Zip. Through park. Up without. Rebreathe. Prepare. Hinge. Pull. 3, 2, park. Pull. 3, 2, park. I just had a vision. My abs are going to be so sore tomorrow.
I was just thinking. Right in the comments section, let us know. Does it feel like this was an ab workout today? Because that's sure where I'm feeling this. If you're feeling it in our back, shoot, slow down. Feel it in our abs, our heart rate representing itself in some sweat. It's been good.
We're almost done, Ian. 1 and 1. Last set. Hinge. Single side. 3, 2, park.
Oh, that was a good one.
That was a good one. Last clean today. 3, 2, park. Catch your breath. Wet your whistle. Breathe in and out your nose. Let's have a seat. Come on down. You breathing still? In and out.
Thank you very much for following along with today's practice. I'm sure sweaty. I'm Ian still. You Donatello yet?
Always, Donatello.
Always. Lauryn Donatello. Thanks for joining. This is our kettlebell practice. We'll be here on Tuesdays, trying to integrate the kettlebell just a little bit more. We did our halos today. We talked about our bottoms ups presses and keeping that wrist nice and stacked. Hold lots of planks, lots of 10-second planks until we see you again. Come back for some bar, play with us in your handstand. And thank you very much for being here.
Check out our episode section on our members only page, barresandbells.com. Thanks for joining. We'll see you soon.
Take care.
Goodbye.